Exciting news! Tiff Macklem and the Bank of Canada have decided to cut interest rates by 0.25%. Quick overview of what we'll cover in this video. We'll talk about the implications of this rate cut for home owners, home buyers, and the market in Kitchener-Waterloo. So George, what happened?
Well, it seems that the Bank of Canada and Tiff Macklem are finally satisfied with the direction that inflation is going in. The Canadian economy has slowed down, so they need to do things to start stimulating it and start taking some of that financial pressure off of the Canadian citizens. This rate cut is significant because it's the first rate cut in over 2 years since the Bank of Canada started tightening their monetary policy and increasing interest rates, and it comes after a steady period of rate holds that we've seen throughout this year.
Some immediate effects that home buyers will see is lower borrowing costs. So the rate cut leads to lower mortgages, and this in turn leads to an increase in affordability, making home buying within reach for more buyers. However, on the flip side, this can lead to more competition. We'll see more buyers getting off of the sidelines like they've been waiting for so many months and deciding that now is the right time for them to purchase something. With the increase in competition, we might see some more multiple offers coming in to the market.
In terms of the impact on homeowners, this rate cut means that those that are coming up for renewal can expect to pay a little bit less than they would have a month or two ago. The rate cut also means that if you got a mortgage in the last couple of years that's higher than what's available on the market right now, you might be able to refinance and benefit from the lower costs in the short term. And finally, lower costs of living means that there's less financial pressure on families and there's going to be a little bit more disposable income to go around.
What sort of impact will this have on the real estate market and home prices? Well, with more buyers, as we mentioned earlier, coming off of those sidelines, we can see some more competition. The increase in affordability means that buyers can offer more on properties, and all of this in turn, we expect to see an increase in prices.
What are the long-term economic implications of this cut? Well, we've been waiting a long time for that first rate cut to happen. Everybody was wondering when it was going to happen, and now that it has happened, we expect more rate cuts to follow. We don't know how much they'll be or exactly when they will be, but most economists agree that we should be seeing a few more rate cuts before the year ends. The main purpose of the rate cut is to bring back some balanced growth in the Canadian economy without reigniting inflation, so it will be important to keep an eye on how this goes in the future.
Now that you know what's happening with interest rates and why it's happening, here's some practical tips for buyers, homeowners, and sellers to help you navigate the changing market. For buyers, it is likely to become a more competitive market now than we've seen in the past few months. To help yourself, you want to be prepared. Have your financing in order, get that pre-approval with a trusted mortgage broker, and also you want to have all your ducks in a row because right now could be that short window where you can capitalize on lower prices before they go up and get that good interest rate. So you reach out to a real estate agent and make sure that you have everything ready to go.
For homeowners coming up on that renewal, you still want to make sure you're assessing your financial situation and understanding your budget, because you will have a little bit more spending money in that budget and you'll have to decide what to do with it. For sellers, as we're anticipating increased buyer activity in the market, it's important to strategize on how you can capitalize on the increase in demand, making sure you're highlighting your property properly, advertising it, and pricing it in a way that attracts buyers.
The next Bank of Canada interest rate announcement is July 24th, and we'll be making a video to break down what happens at that announcement as well, so stay tuned for that. If you liked this video or you learned something new, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and stay tuned because every Wednesday we drop a new video.